Children develop ideas about the world through language. They also express their understanding through language. So language is crucial to learning. Research clearly shows that children learn best in a language that is familiar to them. It therefore follows that children learn better in their home language. The average South African classroom is, however, multilingual. Home languages are generally used from grades R to 3. After this, there's often a sudden switch to English. However, the majority of learners do not have the English proficiency needed to learn in this language.
Most of the learners, they are from indigenous language backgrounds. And then when they come to grade 4, all the subjects are being done with English, and that transition to grade 4, when they now must be doing everything in English, that's when we experience some problems. You will find that they skip vowels, or else some of them, they skip consonants. So that's when now we need to help them.
The language used for instruction can be a big barrier to inclusivity, affecting learners' progression throughout their basic education. This especially applies to children from disadvantaged backgrounds. Language supportive learning is a way of addressing this problem. This requires an understanding of how to use scaffolding strategies to support learning through breaking up learning into manageable chunks. This approach requires an understanding of what learners can do and what they may have difficulties with. Scaffolding strategies involve an understanding of learners and their current learning needs, and these strategies support meaning and understanding in achievement and meeting learning outcomes. Scaffolding strategies support all learners in different ways. An example of a scaffolding strategy may be for a teacher to use the home or familiar language to explain a concept, or to encourage a learner to respond in their familiar language.
So I apply multilingualism in my class. Normally what we do is that we write a sentence in English and then we follow with their own native languages. It does help a lot by using different languages because that's what they know. It's their language, it's their mother tongue, so it's easier for them to understand it better. The devices that I use to teach English, I use the flashcards written in different languages, and then buddy system where they help each other in the class. The ones that are more advanced, they help these ones with their learning difficulties. And then I also have a reading corner in my class, and also we have the writing. I write a sentence in English and they have to translate that to their own language. Scaffolding is very important in class because that's where, as a teacher, you break down the lesson. Scaffolding is making things easier for the learners so that they are able to understand. Not that you are changing the questions are there, but you are just accommodating everyone. Even those who have difficulties will be able to answer.
Language supportive learning uses a familiar language to access the curriculum. This language is also used as a resource to scaffold learners' English language development. Scaffolding provides the incentive for learners to take a more active role in their own learning. With the teacher's support, they can take up the challenge of moving beyond their current skill and knowledge levels. Research suggests multilingual children are more creative, better problem solvers, and critical thinkers. Using learners' languages in the classroom enhances their self-esteem. Language is also a carrier of culture and identity. Today, decolonization is a priority. Including languages and knowledge from Africa will empower both teachers and learners. Language can be an important, inclusive tool. As teachers, we need to recognize that the more languages we speak, the richer we are.